About 7 in 10 couples face financial struggles, and at least 1 in 4 Singaporeans say they have had a relationship end because of money disagreements. This previous guy that I was dating, it's not that he had no money. He would let me pay. And this would go on for like consecutively a few dinners. The angbaos from the guests, how are we going to split it?
We were looking through the different hotels.
The most expensive venue we saw, per table, it was about a good 8K. Baby, when was the last time I wore this dress?
During our engagement.
Correct! Full marks! Hello guys, I'm Hazel.
Hi guys, my name is James.
And welcome back to the Couples Classroom.
Podcast.
How many episodes already? You still don't remember our name.
Again. Couples Classroom. Okay.
Hi guys, it's Hazel.
Hey, my name is James.
And welcome back to the Couples Classroom.
Counting down the days till we say I do.
Today's episode is sparked by our Instagram follower called aihua.chia. She's asking whether there's any tips for couples to manage their finances.
Oh, money. I love talking about money.
They always say 谈钱伤感情. Talking about money harms the relationship. And did you know, according to a survey done in Singapore, about 7 in 10 couples face financial struggles with their partners, with unexpected expenses and budgeting disagreements topping the list. And at least 1 in 4 Singaporeans say they have had a relationship end because of money disagreements.
Wow.
And more than half report money arguments with partners. Is it just very stressful living in a high-paced society in Singapore where everything is very expensive?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, but this clearly shows how important it is to talk about money.
Of course. I think with such a stat, 7 out of 10 couples
Yeah, exactly.
having money conflicts is something that we need to pay more attention to.
Yeah, baby, I hope you won't be one of them.
Oh, I'm sure it won't be.
Hopefully. But let's take things back to when we first started dating.
Let's do it. Yep.
The very cliche topic of first dates, who should pay, the men or the women? Do you remember who paid on our first date? Let's say the answer together.
I remember.
Okay, is it James or Hazy? 3, 2, 1.
Hazy. Okay,
How easy
I'm thinking back. Why did I allow you to pay for our first date?
I also asked the same question.
No, but there must be something more. I just couldn't think of it now.
Okay, so when we finished our first date, like we went on a date as friends, and because I was the one who proactively asked James out, so I thought to myself that I should be the one paying. But James did want to take over the bill, but I was like, no, it's okay. Let me get this one. Then you can get the next one next time. And then he really allowed me to pay. So that was the story.
Oops. I mean, because I wanted a second date.
Oh wow!
You know? The cliche story is, I needed her phone number so I could, transfer you
now
back
her.
the money.
But you never paid now me back.
I did not.
If time could turn back, would you have insisted to pay for that first date?
Of course. I mean, I did. I did insist. But I feel like you are way more insistent on paying.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the thing about Hazy is she's very generous with her money. Let me start with that. Money to her, it's like water in the sea.
Hey, we're gone.
Okay. Now, what I'm trying to say is she is very generous with her money. If you are her friend, you have met her before, you would know, right? She is very generous with blessing other people. And that's something that I really, really like and admire about you.
I believe it's very important to love the people around me. And if, by treating them to a meal or buying them like a gift can make them happy, why not? I would want my family, my friends, all of them to be happy. But here's one thing I realized about myself. I don't know if other girls out there listening to this podcast or watching us feel the same way. But when it comes to relationships, sometimes for some reason, I also cannot name it. I expect my partner to fork out more. I know you must be all like, hey, what, Hazel, gender stereotypes, men, women, equality in this day and age. But deep down in my heart, I know that I want my partner to pay more.
Right. I think this is a society norm that has been in our society for many, many years. Because
of course.
In the olden days, men used to go to work and then woman stays at home and then the person who's providing, it's men. Now, it has changed a lot right now. But the society norm is still there.
Yeah. And for some reason, once our relationship started getting a bit more serious, I was a bit more hesitant about, paying for our meals and stuff like that.
Oh,
Not
really?
because I can't. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I hope we don't quarrel after this episode. But paying for stuff, not because I cannot pay, but because I feel so loved when James pays for me. And I'll find other ways to, pay back. Like, okay, if he gets dinner, then maybe I can get the movie tickets and the popcorn.
Yep.
Yeah, stuff like that.
What do you think
Is that
money...
wrong? Is that okay?
No, I think that's perfectly fine. I feel like paying for your partner isn't just the act of paying, but it's a act of showing love. Like if I pay for you means I love you, right? And if you pay for me means you love me, and I accept that love method from you.
It makes me very happy if you accept like my gifts.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess this is just a certain way of us portraying our love for each other.
Yep. I want to talk a little bit about the financial decision.
Oh no, I find it so hard to pronounce the word decisions. Try it now. Decisions.
The financial decision that we made now is based off our earlier years of financial literacy from our parents. So what does money mean to you?
I actually grew up in a very humble household. My parents are very thrifty and I love them for that. They have been scrimping and saving so that they can give the best lives to myself, my elder sister, and my younger brother.
Yep.
They tried to not compromise on the education that we could get, even though I had to use textbooks or like school uniforms for my sisters, like hand-me-downs, stuff like that. I couldn't really get tuition when economics was my worst subject, but my parents really tried to save hard enough so that they could send me to tuition back in my JC days. And one session was like $100. Yep. And I would always remember how tough it is to get money. My parents are very normal people, and, in a family where we had 3 kids studying together at the same time, it's just not easy. So having money to spare is happiness to me. Let's just put it this way.
I share the same family background as you.
Yep.
3 kids, same as you. I'm the youngest. I feel like not coming from a rich family has taught me a lot about money.
I so agree about that.
I would remember this game. If you're in the 2000s, baby, you would know. It's called Restaurant City. Have you played it? From Facebook?
Yes.
Really? It's a Facebook game. So basically, in the game, you are a restaurant owner and you need to open up a restaurant and then you serve customer, you earn money, so on and so forth. My first day of work in the Restaurant City, I was given an option to either decorate my cafe or hire more people and build more stove. And then I would choose to take the money and I would build more stove and hire more people. And I realized by doing that, it has bring in more income for the restaurant. So I feel like from that game, it has taught me that
the tough things come first.
the tough thing come first, and then afterwards I could use what I've reaped from what I've sold, and then use those money to enjoy the fruit of my labor. And that has translated to now in our dating lives and in how we work and how we spend money. So let's talk about how you spend money and how I spend money. Because it's very different. It's very different.
James is not very agreeable on how I spend my money sometimes.
For me, because we have our wedding expenses coming up, we have housing coming up. In the future, you have heard her say many times, she wants 4 kids. Come on, 4 kids. Which means we need a lot of money. We need a lot of things that could support these dreams of ours. For me right now, whatever money I'm making right now, it should fund a vehicle that would fund our dream in the future. And the vehicle could be investments. The vehicle could be, let's say, property investments, or building a career or website that could generate more, in a way, passive income that would fund our kids' study, that would fund our kids' holiday, and so on and so forth.
See, this is why people say James doesn't feel like he's younger than me. A lot of people say like he feels like the same age or even older than I am, because whatever he just said has never crossed my mind.
What about you then?
I would say like I'm a very typical girl. I don't create a spreadsheet where I track my expenses. I'm trying to create a spreadsheet where I track my income because James really encouraged me to. And I'm just like every day if I'm happy, that is great. It's a great day. And of course I have to make sure, this amount of my income goes to my saving. That's it.
Okay.
And I don't consider anything else, to the dismay of James. So he's been trying to get me to do more financial planning. But to me, that just takes away the happiness and the carefreeness in life. You know what I mean? I don't mean to sound ignorant. It is just my way of operating what I think happiness should be like.
Okay.
I don't want to live every day thinking about, how much have I made today? How much will I make this month? Do I have enough for the rest of the year?
Yep.
Yeah, these are things I feel I should check in quarterly, every quarter of the year. But I don't want to make them like a chore that I have to think about every single day. And then it strips away the happiness of just living life.
Perfect. The reason why I bring this up is because many other couples, we have different opinions and values when it comes to money. Because we are brought up differently. I played Restaurant City, maybe you played Subway Surfer,
Totally.
which is a different start to our thought when it comes to financial literacy.
Correct.
But the beautiful thing is we still manage to work things out.
Yes.
And there can only be one spender in a family.
Let it be me.
Yeah, so, and maybe my way of showing love is, you do whatever you want with your money. And if I have to save up for the family, then let me be the one, because at the end of the day, when we are together, our expense is going to be shared.
But one thing is for sure, I will never spend more than I earn. Because we are also facing our biggest expense yet, and that is our upcoming wedding.
Wow, wedding in Singapore can be a very expensive thing.
Oh my gosh, it's crazily insane.
Yep.
Yeah.
And depending on the hotel that you picked,
Yeah.
she picked a pretty nice hotel.
Yeah, I've always wanted to have my wedding at JW Marriott because as a wedding host, I've hosted in different hotels and ballrooms, and in my personal opinion, that ballroom aligns with what I want my ideal wedding to be.
Yep.
So the food
Makes
is
sense.
good. The sound is so important to me. The acoustics are good, and I definitely want to have my wedding there. Fortunately or unfortunately, I managed to get that space, but the expenses can be a little bit on the higher side.
Yeah, let's talk about the financial aspect when it comes to planning a wedding. For those of you guys who don't know, when you book a wedding venue, you got to pay a certain deposit. And it's number of table times how much it costs per table.
Yes.
So if each table is, let's say, $3,000, let's say, and you have 30 tables, that's easily $90,000.
Right.
Yeah. So I think we're in the midst of that. So who pays what?
This is a question that so many friends have asked us.
Yes.
A lot of people think that the guy should be the one paying everything.
Do you think so?
A little, I mean, ultimately, how we decided to pay for everything is that we will split everything half-half. Right? So all the expenses, 50%, the groom pays, 50% the bride pays. Then comes the next question, the angpaos from the guests. How are we going to split it? Usually they have a box for the groom, a box for the bride, right?
Yep.
And then whatever that goes into the respective boxes, the person takes everything.
Yep.
So there could be a case where the groom gets maybe like 70% of the total amount of money we get in angpao, and the bride only get 30%. Then do we want to split like a half-half kind of thing, or should the groom take the full 70%? We've gone through this topic like so many times, and eventually we decided on
Half-half.
no, we decided on keeping whatever angpao that each person
Right.
gets.
Yes. yes. But I only have 10 friends coming.
Oh yeah. That's the thing. Poor Lala only got
Yeah.
10
So,
friends coming.
so I mean, I don't have a lot of friends as compared to her coming for the wedding. So significantly, the angpao that I receive is going to be lesser than yours.
Yeah, so that's
You
a
know?
little bit sensitive. Then should we like split the angpaos evenly?
Okay, but to me, I think it doesn't matter because wedding is a 2-person thing. I won't be able to have this wedding without you.
Hey.
And you won't be able to have this wedding without me. So ultimately, I mean, the money comes back and then maybe it will roll into something else that's for our shared expenses. So I'm okay with whatever you prefer.
Really? Even if end up like out of the total amount of wedding angpao we get, my side is at 80%, you only get 20%, but you forked out 50% of the expenses. You're okay with that?
I'm okay, yeah.
Really?
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yes.
Can I
Maybe then.
ask, like, how did the conversation come about, and how did you all decide that the way to split the ang pao is like that? Because you have to pay equally, right?
Yep.
Do you all
Yep.
get equal say when it comes to like the wedding planning itself? And then why did you all decide to split the ang paos like that?
Equal say, I think we have very close to 50%, 50-50 opinions when it comes to wedding. I mean, for venue, very straightforward. JW Marriott, that's what she wants. And I'm okay
also
with it.
James Wong, JW, like what are the odds?
Yes.
We have to get that place, you know?
Yeah, yeah. The reason why we split to 50% is because it's both our big day. I'm okay with, I'm not doing a wedding to earn, right? So if I lose the money, my money just goes to her.
Yeah, but he's very sweet. He even offered to cover more of the wedding, but I said, no, it's okay. Let's just split 50%. And how we decided to split the ang pao was so funny because we're just talking about wedding logistics. Like how many boxes do we need, right? Initially, I wanted to just have one big box for all the ang paos to go into, but his cousin, Amy, was the one that actually said, no, you guys have to split your ang pao. Like the bride is the bride, the groom is the groom, so that it makes like counting, after that a lot easier.
Right.
Well, these are traditions that the older folks do, and then we just follow.
Yeah, I think, come to think of it, we didn't really have any conflict when it comes to like this matter because it's not like we are very 计较 with like how much I'm getting back, how much you are getting back. I think I would like to think we have bigger things to think about. And wedding is a one-day thing.
Our goal is just aligned for that special day and for everyone to just have fun.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. So that's for the wedding.
So the older folks also have this practice of writing down how much this person gave for the wedding. Okay,
Correct.
Mr. Tan, Mrs. Teo, I don't know if I will do that for my wedding, in all honesty.
I don't think it's for us, it's for them because when they go to their kid's wedding, they are the one giving back the ampao. Like if they give us like maybe $300, then maybe they will give back $300 to the kids. Yeah.
Yeah, there is a practical sense in doing these things. It's just, I feel like in this day and age, I still believe in giving the ang pao as you wish. Not to go to Singapore Ang Pao or SingaporeBrides.com and to check out how much each table is and then you pao hui for the person.
Yep.
Yeah, I just feel like for at least for my friends and family who come to our wedding, just give as you wish. Like, even if it's $88 or whatever, I'll be okay with it.
Yeah. Well, there is this debate online that I saw recently, and this guy was saying that if the couple is going to get married in an expensive hotel, should they expect their guests to pay the rate?
No.
Because
not at all.
like let's say we love JW Marriott and we we want to get married in the hotel. Do we expect our guests to be paying that rate?
Yeah.
This
For
is a
example,
debate online.
if we had held our wedding in, say, like a more posh restaurant, that's definitely going to cost like less than half of what we're paying for JW Marriott. Are we going to expect our guests to cover the higher amount? I don't think it's fair to expect that.
Yeah, and it's true that in Singapore right now, like going to a wedding can be very expensive.
Super expensive.
We were looking through the different hotels, and on average, it would be above $2,000 per table, which is about $200.
Yes. The most expensive venue we saw per table, it was about
$7K.
$7,998.
Yeah.
A good 8K.
Can you imagine paying $800 to have lunch? I mean, you love the couple, but $800 is not something that everybody could just fork out like that.
Agree. So I would like to think that even if my guests come without bringing an ang pao, I would be okay with it.
Yeah.
I would be.
Yeah. It's basically a day for us to give back and to maybe treat everybody to a nice lunch.
But I'm saying this only in the capacity of James and Hazel. Of course, there are other couples out there, like one of my very close friends. She jots down everything like religiously just to see whether she covered back the expenses of her wedding.
Yep.
And to her delight, she found out that she actually profited like 2K plus from the whole wedding, and she was very, very happy about it. No wrong in that. It's just like how different people perceive happiness.
Makes sense considering how expensive a wedding can be.
Yeah, exactly. Let's talk about a moment where money created tension between us.
Okay.
I would like to think that James and we are both very blessed financially. I mean, thanks to his good planning as well. But there are also certain instances where money caused us to argue.
Of course. One thing that recently came up, and I want to share this story, is just a couple of weeks ago, Hazy and I and maybe 5, 6 of our other friends, we went out to have lunch. And we were happily eating. And then once we were done, it's time to pay. So my brother, Joseph, he went to pay the bill first because he was closest to the counter. And then, so he paid the bill and then we left. In the evening, he sent the receipt to the group chat to say, okay, each person amounts to $25. So I'm like, okay, $25. So I transferred Joseph $25.
Without transferring for my share.
So that's when the disagreement came in. So Hazy came back and then she asked me, hey, did you transfer my share of $25 to Joseph? So I say, oh, no, I only transferred my share. And then that's when she went, why didn't you transfer my share of $25 as well?
I mean, to me, we are one unit. Like if I had seen the receipt first, I would have transferred $50 to Joseph on behalf of James and myself. So to me, I just don't know why he would transfer for himself and not for me.
Okay, but that's an assumption that I think we have a little bit of a difference in. It's not about the money, but it's more of, okay, if it's on the actual spot, like he say, oh, it's $25, and then you are beside me, I'm like, okay, let me do both. But because it's separated in after like a couple hours, in my head, the first thing I thought was, okay, let me quickly transfer Joseph my share before I forget.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a must, but it would be nice if you had considered me while like transferring to your brother. You know what I mean? I would have done the same if it were for you.
Yeah.
I don't know, viewers and listeners of this
Yes, please let us know.
couples classroom, what do you think is the right way to navigate around this situation? Would you transfer for your partner or would you just transfer for yourself? I just feel like it's a sweet gesture.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, now I do. Now, whenever someone makes a payment and I have to transfer back, I'll make sure to transfer both of ours.
Yeah, why you transfer for yourself only? I don't understand. Yeah, and speaking about tensions, I feel like one reason why James and I worked out so well was also because of past experiences I've had that make me recognize what I want in a relationship and what I don't want. So I remember this previous guy that I was dating, it's not that he had no money. You know what I mean? But he is not very proactive in paying for things. So for example, when we go out on meals, and then when we both walk to the counter together, he will not proactively take out his card to offer to pay. So I will always be the one, thinking one step ahead. Oh, what's the next thing? Oh, pay money. I take out my card first and I pay. And he would let me pay. And this would go on for like consecutively a few dinners. Until I very paiseh, but I also cannot not bring up the fact that I've been paying for way too many meals. Like, do you not see me doing this? Do you want to also like pay for something that make me feel appreciated as well? And the thing is, being that guy that he is, he's very sweet, don't get me wrong, but he really didn't notice that I've been paying for a few dinners. So this is where communication comes in. But I don't want to be also the one who always has to bring out money, oh, I've been paying for this again. What about you? Because I really believe that speaking about money is hurtful for the relationship. So I appreciate that, in my current relationship, James is very what we call singmok. He's very proactive. He would pay for the meal first. Even pay for my friends, even if he's not there at the meal. Like he would pay for the meal for myself and my producers, even if he's not there to have the lunch. And this is something that I appreciate a lot.
Oh, thank you.
So is that the case for you, James, darling? Is it always flowers and roses?
Well, of course, I would say it's not. I mean, nothing is. The beautiful part is about how we communicate our differences. But I do want to share this story, and that is traveling. We both love to travel, but we have a very different travel, I would say, lifestyle or like a travel... Habits. Okay, yeah, that's a better way. So when I travel, prior to meeting her, I'm totally okay with staying at a 3-star hotel. Or let's say just a room, or if I solo backpack, I would do like a hostel.
He means the $10 per night kind of hostel,
Yes.
Like where 4 people bunk in the same room, you share a common toilet with 3 other rooms and there's like 12 other people.
Okay, even if it's not a bunk room, but even if it's a private room, to me, I think I wouldn't spend more than 150 per night because I feel like I'm not in the room most of the time. It's just sleeping. But then when I started dating her and we started traveling, oh boy, I realized her standards for staying overnight, in a hotel. It needs to have good shower, good lighting, good place to put your makeup and all that. And it gotta be spacious enough.
Okay, I mean, if I were out on a work trip, then this is completely different. But
Yup.
if I am out traveling, of course I want to relax, right? And I think good conditions to stay in is very important for me. I can eat like street food, I can eat cheap stuff. That's okay. I want to, experience the culture of that place. But when it comes to resting for the night, I really cannot deal with a place that is less than ideal. I remember there was one time, James and I, we went to Japan.
Oh, yeah.
And he had booked this place. It was a motel. It was so cold in Japan and the motel had no heater. I was freezing the whole night just because it cost $100 for that night.
Okay, but to be fair, I didn't know that there were not gonna be a heater in there.
Yeah.
But
So honestly, I don't really dare to trust James with booking of hotels when we go overseas. I remember we went to Switzerland. He booked like most of the hotels. I booked the last one. And the last hotel was the only hotel we remembered for the whole of the trip because it was the best hotel that I had booked.
yes. But mind you, all the hotel I booked was like $500 per night. But still, I mean, we had a great time there, no?
I think it just boils down to like the differences the guy and the girl has in the relationship when
Right.
it comes to different aspects of their
Yep.
life. Yeah, there's no right, no wrong. There's only what makes you feel like you're willing to spend on.
Yeah, and I think for girls, they are a little bit more particular with cleanliness. I mean, guys, we have been through army, so
Yeah.
if it's a little bit dirty, the ceiling is falling a little bit, I think it's okay for me. But now that I'm with her, yes, maybe I need to cater a little bit more budget when it comes to comms.
Yeah.
And that's something that we have learned from each other.
So to answer Aihua.Chia's question, one tip to manage finances between couples, I feel like this is my answer to everything. Open communication is key.
Definitely.
No matter how you want to manage your budget and your finances, you have to communicate it with your partner
Yep.
so that both of you can be on the same page.
There is no right or wrong. As long as you're able to find a middle ground, you communicate how you're feeling and how she's feeling about certain money habits, I think that's okay. That's fine.
Is there any other way you feel like James and I can manage our expectations or our budget better?
Yes.
If there is, please feel free to drop us a DM on our Instagram at James and Hazel. Yeah. And we are looking forward to hear all of his stories. With that, thank you so much for tuning into this episode of the Couples Classroom, and we'll catch you guys next app.
Bye.